Gibbs. And Johnny, a little bit of a rough week last week, didn't really hold to what we looked for in the keys of the game, but we go now back to Johnny Gibbs for tonight's Southern State Bank keys to the game.
Mike, the first key to the game, I believe, is great players make big plays during the ball game. And we've got to have young men here to step up, even though they're young. We've got to have them to step up and make a big play. Catch a big pass or make a big hit, cause a fumble, make a big stop on third down. So that's number one, biggest key of the game. Number two is that we need a defensive leader on the field. We need somebody to step up and become a leader and get these guys fired up. Maintain a intensity all throughout the ball game. So a defensive leader is a big key to this ball game. Number three is game intensity. The whole team needs to stay fired up throughout the ball game. And whenever they do, they're going to hit somebody and make a big play like we get back to number one in the whole key of the ball game. So, Mike, those are the three Southern State Bank keys to the game for a Leopard victory tonight.
And, Johnny, I kind of like the concept, not necessarily one thing in particular, no particular facet of the game per se, but there are more concepts of how to play the game.
There's no doubt. I mean, these young men can play football. They can run to the football. They can catch the football. They can throw the football. They've got all the talent in the world to play this game. If they just maintain the mental focus throughout the ball game, they will win a ball game tonight on this football.
Ron, you make excellent points, Johnny, and speaking as an old quarterback and a former football, it's blocking, tackling, playing basic football, isn't it, Johnny?
There's no doubt. I mean, one of these guys have to step up and become a leader and show these other young men that kind of follow behind them to step up and make a big play. And that's one of the biggest keys of this ball game is intensity.
The captains for tonight are coming out as we speak. And it looks like it's going to be Seth Roberts, Chris Jones, and Cameron Butler for the Leopards. Lake Hamilton trotting out their captains as well as we get ready for the coin flip. But Ryan, the thing that I agree with and that I saw in those keys of the game, it's not that it's more about how you play it. It's a matter of playing focused and intense.
Well, as Coach Hart said in his show, that we didn't do a good job of tackling at all last Friday night at Sheridan, and quite honestly, and we talked about it, we tackled as bad against Sheridan as we did as good against Monticello in the scrimmage, and it looked like almost two different teams out there. So. It's interesting to see. I know they've had a couple of real good days of practices, and it's a matter of putting that Sheridan loss behind them and getting ready for this Lake Hamilton team. Like you said, Johnny, I agree. It was a great point with you with the Southern State Bank ski of the game. Basic football.
The captains have Mann at midfield. As we await the coin flip, we go back to Johnny now for the Southern State Bank isolated player of the game.
Hey, Ron, Mike, one of the young men last week played one heck of a ball game. I kept telling his name over and over. It seemed like he was on every tackle and every play in the ball game. He was even on offense blocking a lot. His name's Kashif Manuel, and he's number 81. He plays linebacker and tight end. He's all over the field. So he played a great ball game. I bet he had over 10 or 12 tackles in the ball game, and he just seemed like he was in every tackle on the field last week, and he is our isolated player of the game this week. So Chief Manuel, he's a 6 foot, 205 junior this year, and expect big plays out of this young man tonight.
We'll be sure to keep an eye out on Kashif Manuel tonight. As we had the coin flip now, Malvern did win the toss. Decided to wait to the second half, so Lake Hamilton's going to take the opening kickoff, and Malvern will be going from our left to right. Our left to right.
Mike, one point, putting that defense, if we get a big stop on third down right out of the gate, we'll have a great opportunity for that offense to come out fired up tonight.
So Malvern comes out onto the field. Lake Hamilton still waiting to come out. Ron, we talked quite a bit last week after the game. We talked quite a bit on the way home. We've heard the Southern State Bank keys to the game. After talking to Coach Hart, what do you feel like's key for Malvern tonight?
I think the keys, I think John Johnny's done an excellent job. It's kind of like he was sitting in the Coach Hart's office. It boils down to basic football, blocking, tackling. But Johnny makes a great point, and this coaching staff, they're looking for a leader. They're looking for a leader on offense. They're looking for a leader on defense. And you guys have played enough defensive football on the other side of the ball. They're looking for that big hit. Looking for something contagious. Also, the coaching staff on the offensive side of the ball was a little concerned with the lack of consistency and the number of penalties. And again, you get back to the number of penalties, Johnny. That's basic football.
Yeah, it's a lot of concentration when you're on offense. You gotta know exactly what you're going to do. Consistency, and it's always consistency with the snapper to the quarterback or running back getting exchange from the quarterback. It's the fundamentals that you practice on all during the fall and the spring, and eye contact with the football when you're trying to catch it. You catch it with your hands, not your pads. Those little things always show up in the ball game. Somebody's trying to do something too fast, too quick, and it shows up when the speed of the game gets going. And once again, these guys have worked on it all throughout the week, and we're ready to test it out here on Friday night.
Michael Rogers getting set to kick off for the Leopards as he has the ball teed up and is backing into position. Well, gentlemen, I'll say this. We made our fair share of mistakes last week and had some problems on our own, so maybe we can correct ours and the Leopards can correct theirs. Referee setting the players in place now. Not sure what the concern is on the alignment for the Leopards. But Michael Rogers has his hand raised and is awaiting the signal for the okay on the kickoff. 3 men deep for Lake Hamilton.
You know, it is while we're waiting here. Malvern did win the toss and deferred, so Coach Hart wants to try that.
Onside kick right out of the gate. Malvern players all around. It looks like they may have it. Lake Hamilton found a way to gather it back up. Malvern looking for the early advantage. Nearly comes through. But one of the linemen for Lake Hamilton able to come up with it early. It's number 77. Mike, we've got the ball.
Football. We come out.
The referee signaled the other way at first.
Right, I think it was Winston Bradley that came up with that football. And we got the Leopards kind of fired up right out of the gate here. Got a good opportunity on the 47-yard line of the Lake Hamilton Wolves and have a good opportunity to go down and score quickly in this ball game.
Josh Moore, your starting quarterback for the Leopards. 2 men in the backfield and shotgun once again. Same formation we've seen from the Leopards so far this year as the back switch position is in the backfield. Moore awaits the snap, takes it, give, up the middle. And that's going to be about a 5-yard gain for the Leopards.
Mike, that was Daniel Delamar just right seam and up over almost 6 yards on the carry. Good 5 yards on the carry. Down to the Wolves' 42-yard line, inside the 42, and 2nd and 5 to go.
2nd down, 5 yards for the Leopards. Great opening, or great field position early on this drive as they did recover the onside kick. Moore awaits the snap. 2 wideouts to the near side for Moore, but he gives up the middle once again. Delamar, and Delamar is met immediately. Probably lost a half a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down.
Mike, they
about 6.
They had crashing defensive ends, and they were in the backfield before the snap was even given to the fullback and before Delamar came down.
This reminds me of the Hot Springs games a year before last when we got the onside kick and got it taken away from us. First play of the game, we got this one, guys.
Again, 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side for Moore. Still 2 backs in the backfield. Nobody very deep for Lake Hamilton. Fumble the snap. Moore takes it, finds it, pass complete. That's to number 4, I believe, John.
Hey, Brodden. Mike, that was an excellent catch. He caught it behind him and comes down with it, concentrated it, and brought it in. That's going to be a great start for these Leopards, making the first catch of the ball game. And Josh a little bit behind him, but it was a slant pattern and a good throw and catch, and these young men are just traveling down the field.
1st down for the Leopards. Now at the Lake Hamilton 31-yard line. 10:37 remaining here in the first quarter. Lake Hamilton not showing much respect, Johnny, for the speed on the outside for the Leopards, as they have no safeties deep.
Mike, they've got 8 men in the box, and they're going one-on-one coverage with the secondary, and they're just tempting Malvern to throw it.
Good size in the secondary for Lake Hamilton. Some tall kids out there match up well with the Leopard receivers. Josh Moore once again in shotgun. Same formation for the Leopards. Moore takes a snap, give up the middle, and that's Delamar again.
Oh, Mike, that's Cantrell Johnson.
Cantrell Johnson. I didn't see him come in.
Mike, he shot the gap there. Easy first down made all the way inside the 18-yard line of the Wolves. Cantrell Johnson take the first man through and straight up the middle for a big gainer.
Did not see him come in, saw the 4 on the right side of his jersey and assumed it was Delamar again.
Mike Cantrell Johnson was quarterbacking some last week, but he's very elusive and quick and easy, can be a great runner for the Malvern Leopards.
So that's Johnson and Delamar in the backfield along with Josh Moore. This time, fakes the give, looking to throw and is hitting the backfield. It's going to be a loss in the play back to almost the 25-yard line. It'll be spotted about the 24, and it will be second down and about 15, approximately 15 yards.
Yeah, a loss of about 6 yards. Josh Moore was looking for Eric Broughton going to an out pattern and pumped one time. Looked like he was going to go back downfield, but the crashing defensive ends came down and brought him down, and should have got through the ball before the time. The guys couldn't come in. Couldn't get there.
Once again, Moore in shotgun. Going to take a timeout. Didn't like the alignment he saw there. We're going to take a short break as well. No score in the ball game. 9:09 remaining in the first quarter.
At Southern State Bank, we know that our success depends on the success of our customers. So we go the extra mile to help you fulfill your dreams. Whether your goal is to build your dream home, provide for your children's college education, or secure retirement income, at Southern State Bank, we want to help make your dreams a reality. So come by Southern State Bank and receive banking in the right direction.
Once again, we'll return to Claude Mann Stadium. No score here early in the first quarter. 9:09 remaining as the Leopards are deep in Lake Hamilton territory. If you're just joining us, the Leopards started off with an onside kick recovered at approximately the Lake Hamilton 45-yard line. They've since marched down to the 25, but face a second and long. It's second and 15.
You know, Lake Hamilton appears, guys, Lake Hamilton, if we can do something, they appear right for an upset tonight. They're standing out around out there, lollygagging around, and I don't think they're taking Malvern too serious, guys.
Again, Delamar and Johnson in the backfield along with Moore. 2 receivers to the near side for the Leopards, 1 split left. This time, give up the middle, and that's Delamar. He has no room whatsoever, and now the Leopards are going to face third down and long.
Mike, it looked like an inside handoff, and again, the crashing defensive ends bringing 8 men in the box against 5, and Malvern's losing the battle, and a loss of another 3 yards, so a long 18 yards to go. Got to get inside the 9-yard line for a first down.
Obviously, we're in 4-down territory, guys, so pick it up half and half, maybe.
Jones and Cameron split to the near side for the Leopards. 1 man to the left for Moore. Still 2 backs in the backfield along with Josh. Josh, snap goes through his hands. He's going to cover it back at the Hot Springs, Lake Hamilton, 38-yard line. Malvern sitting in, looks like Johnny the punting unit, so what was 4-down territory, it has now become a punting situation for the Leopards.
Mike, still, we come out with intensity. We got the early momentum going, got the onside kick, made a couple first downs, got down way deep in their territory and just started going backwards, but still, we still have Big Mo on our side, even with this punt.
Low snap rather, fielded by Moore. He gets the kick away. It's going to bound inside the 10. A little bit of a Malvern bounce.
Great punt.
And it's going to be down at about the 7-yard line, so Lake Hamilton starts their offensive possession deep in their own territory.
Mike, that ball hit on about the 5 and kicked sideways. Could have easily gone in the end zone, but got a good Malvern Leopard bounce and bounced back to the 7 and dead as it stood. So great field position for the Malvern Leopard defense to hold and hopefully get a punt and 3 downs, and we'll try it again on offense.
And it's worth noting as well, excellent job by Josh Moore fielding the low snap and getting the punt away. Had good pressure on him, got away a good kick. And matter of fact, remains on the field for the Leopards at the safety position. Lake Hamilton now comes out for their first possession. And that is number 5, Josh Greenfield, the quarterback for Lake Hamilton. He gives up the middle and a big one for the Wolves. That was to number 21. Was that 21? Jason Craig.
Yeah, kid kept his feet rolling and fought all the way out to the 15-yard line. Big run on first down for the Lake Hamilton Wolves.
Gain of about 8 yards, a second down and 2. Greenfield up under center, gives once again to Craig. Option. Pulls it out. Yeah, pulled it out at the last moment. He's got plenty for the first down as Josh Greenfield is up to about the 27-yard line. So 2 plays and about 20 yards so far for Lake Hamilton.
Mike, he just pulled it out. Everybody expected the running back to get it, and then he runs the out bootleg by himself. And one man in the backfield, spread offense with 2 tight ends.
Greenfield up under center, 2 wide outs, 2 up backs, and this time Greenfield's going to take it himself off the left side, and he's up near the 40-yard line. They'll spot him right at the 40, and that's enough for another Lake Hamilton first down.
Mike, great open field tackle by Taylor Riggins on the play, and even though it was downfield, but it's always tough when you're out there on that island trying to get somebody down.
Once again, you see another offense, much like last week, does not go back in the huddle. They're getting their signals from the sideline, so this Malvern defense has its work cut out for it. Greenfield looking to throw, near side, complete. Incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver.
Good coverage by Taylor Riggin and also Cantrell Johnson, which is playing both ways. He's out on the corner by himself, but great inside help by his safety.
No dimensions listed here for Lake Hamilton, but that is a very big player. They still complete that pass to Nathan Bolhoffner, and that's my best guess. Bolhoffner split out to the near side, twins to the right side for Lake Hamilton. Greenfield fakes the him, now looking to throw. Right side, it is complete. Out into Malvern territory. Pass was to number 20, Dustin Lurcher. And Lurcher has the Wolves across midfield.
Mike, he was all alone. The quarterback was ran off, and they run an out pattern 10 miles an hour towards the Lake Hamilton side, and he was all alone. The safety was trying to cover from deep in his territory and was there real late, and he slid down 12-yard gain on the play, first down.
Greenfield this time. Thanks to give up the middle, taking it off the near side. Escapes one tackle, now going to be brought down by Cantrell Johnson near the Malvern 35-yard line.
Mike, they're clipping off quite a bit of yards here in no time for the Lake Hamilton Wolves, and that number 5, their quarterback, is very good at reading these plays, reading this defense.
Lake Hamilton chewing up big chunks of yardage. 6:05 remaining here in the first quarter, no score. Malvern recovered an onside kick but was unable to take it to the end zone. Lake Hamilton started their first possession on the 7, and they're now at the Malvern 36. Throw to the right side by Greenfield, complete to the Malvern 25-yard line, and that should be another Lake Hamilton first down.
Mike, Cantrell Johnson on the hit, and Kashif Manuel comes in and pops him and gets him down to the ground, so both of them get a half tackle on that play.
Greenfield perfect, or nearly perfect so far, and one drop pass.
He's making all the reads and all the right passes so far in this ball game.
No miscues so far this time. Give up the middle, and the Leopards able to make the stop. Little or no gain on the play.
Excellent linebacker play by Blaine Williams, coming up and meeting him right in the hole. Good read, seeing that was the fullback coming up with the ball.
gain of maybe a foot on the play. It's 2nd down and 9 for Lake Hamilton, just inside the Malvern 25-yard line.
Mike, we need somebody to step up big, intercept the pass, and get number 5 to the ground before he turns the corner. Is exactly what the Malvern Leopards need at this time.
Twins to the near side, give to the H-back, and he is going to be brought down at the 20-yard line. That is Harry Keck on the carry for Lake Hamilton.
Mike, that was number 5, Chris Jones on the tackle. Comes up and makes a good open field tackle, but still 3rd and 5 on the play. Expect number 5 to do something with the ball, or if not, get a bootleg to the outside.
Clock running, 4:40 now remaining here in the first quarter. Still no score. Lake Hamilton and Malvern doing battle. 3rd down and 5 for the Wolves. They have some jumping on the, looks like the defensive side once again, and that's one of the things the Leopards wanted to try to avoid, and certainly one of the mistakes that cost them dearly last week.
Mike Chris Smith of the Leopards got excited. He wanted to get in there and hit somebody. Instead, he got in the encroachment zone and moves the Lake Hamilton Wolves with a 1st down.
So what could have been a defining possession or defining play for this Lake Hamilton drive turns into an easy 1st down. Lake Hamilton now at the Malvern 15-yard line. Greenfield setting up under center. One receiver split wide left. Give up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of about 2, maybe 3 yards for the Wolves. 2nd down and 7.
Mike, we got a hanky on the floor. I think it's going to be moving by the offensive backs. They're going to say illegal shift, so they're going to move them back another 5 yards back to the 20 of the Malvern Leopards.
4:20 remaining here in the first quarter. And
it's one of those situations that we got that 5 yards back, but it's something that the coaches were concerned about. These kids are young and they're eager, and like Johnny said on that last Malvern, it was just encroachment. But on the other side of the ball, the Lake Hamilton kid, I believe 20 was getting the football, and he wanted to get up there and get a hold of it. So we're back with 1st and 15 at the 20-yard line.
3 receivers now for Greenfield. 1 man in the backfield. Actually 4 receivers now. 1 man in the backfield. Greenfield rolls to his left, looking to throw. It's over the head of his intended receiver, and on the coverage for Malvern was number 9, Taylor Riggins. Good coverage there by Taylor as the pass was intended for number 23 again, Bohoffner.
Bohoffner had looked like he had plenty of time, but then as he rolled out to his left to throw right-handed, he got a little bit of pressure on from the backside, Mike, and lofted it up and threw it over 23's head.
Bohoffner resembles more a fullback than he does a wideout, but he lines up this time in basically a tight end position. Greenfield brings a man in motion.
Went around.
In around, and the give was to number 32, Cole Lorigan. And Lorigan gets a pretty good gain for Lake Hamilton down to about the Malvern 14-yard line.
Mike, number 7, held him up, and then about that time, Kashif Manuel pops him a good one, brings him down to the turf. Looks like we got a flag on the play with a face mask, 5-mile inadvertent face mask of the Leopards.
So once again, penalties helping out this Lake Hamilton offense. 3:55 remaining here in the first quarter, and Lake Hamilton driving, looking to take the lead. No score here in the first quarter. Lake Hamilton comes back to the line. 2 wideouts again for Greenfield. Three men in the backfield. Greenfield gives to his tailback, and he is going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Cole Lorigan brought down quickly. Initially broke one tackle, but the Leopards recovered quickly.
Taylor Riggins just stood him up and brings him back. And great open field tackling again by Taylor Riggins. He is doing his job in the open field, bringing these young men down. Stopping them before he got a 1st down. So 3rd and short for the Lake Hamilton Wolves near the 5-yard line of the Leopards.
Lake Hamilton needing about 1.5 yards. They spread this Malvern defense out. 5 wideouts, nobody in the backfield for Greenfield. He tried to sneak it, and I don't think he's going to have enough.
No, I don't think he
got him at the 5-yard line.
Boy, that's a generous spot.
It was a very generous spot, and it's going to leave Lake Hamilton about 1/2 yard shy of the first down.
I guess 4 is short, and these big boys of Lake Hamilton, they look like they might be going for it.
About just, I'd say, Johnny, just over 1/2 yard for the first down, and a tough test for this Malvern defense.
2:39 and counting here, and Lake Hamilton's had the ball since the 7:39 mark and marched down the field. Big stand here for the Leopards, guys. This is a big play.
Both teams have relied heavily on the running game. 2 men in the backfield for Greenfield this time. He gives Lawrence, and he's going to be hit at 5, and that's going to be a turnover on downs for the Leopards. Get the ball at their own 5-yard line.
Chris Jones coming from his defensive end position, pops the running back before he even gets to the line of scrimmage, stops the momentum, and the host Leopards come up and make the stop. A great 4th down conversion for the defense.
About 2 minutes and 20 seconds in the first half, and they've had the ball for approximately, about 7 minutes, got down inside the 10-yard line, come away with nothing. We need some first downs and need to get the ball going back from our left to our right, guys.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. They need some intensity, somebody to step up, and that's exactly what I was talking about with Chris Jones making the stop on 4th down. We got a young quarterback coming in, Mike, Anthony Witherspoon.
Witherspoon in the backfield, ready for the snap. Takes the give. Now he's going to take off on his own, and he's got no running room. Like Johnny, there was a mix-up in the backfield.
Mike, it was like running back went the wrong way and started going behind, and should have got the ball and ran straight forward, but brings the ball back down to inside the 5, down to the 2 to 3 yard line of the Leopards. Hard to tell from this angle.
It looked like there was a mix-up between Witherspoon and Clegg on that play, because Clegg is back in there, and Clegg and Delamar.
Clegg, yeah. Witherspoon awaits the snap. Takes. Gives. To give it to Clegg right over up the middle. He's got one man to beat. He's at the 30. Crosses midfield. He's at the 40-yard line. One man still in pursuit. Clegg on the run. Going to be brought down at the 5-yard line. Actually just inside the 5.
Mike, that's a 10th grader that just ran 90-something yards down to inside the 5-yard line, down to the 4-yard line of the Wolves. And that young man, it was flying.
About 94 yards on the play.
Mike, there was a great block. I did not pick up the Leopard that made that great block. It was one of the wideouts that sealed the inside, and the outside receiver sealed the outside and made a huge hole.
Actually, it was a 91-yard gain. I'm sorry.
Ron right down 93. Outside cornerback from the opposite side of the field had a great angle to slow him down, but man, a huge play by the Leopards here early in this ballgame.
That was a great play. The only kid that could catch him on the field was the corner, the Lake Hamilton corner, and he left their 20-yard line with a line, and the line he took was to meet him at the goal line, and if he had to take him that angle, he'd have never caught him. And I didn't know, but he just had enough angle on him that he was able to catch him. So, good play.
We have a timeout on the field. 1:22 remaining in the first quarter. Malvern threatening. We'll be back after this.
You have been a great audience, but I'm gonna ask you to stay away from the chicken selects or I will have you forcibly removed from the stadium. You play a mean bass, but if I see you even look at these chicken selects again, you're out of the band. I wanna play one last number for you. It's called My Girlfriend Jenny Left Me Because I Wouldn't Give Her Any Chicken Selects, and now she's real mad, but I'm real happy because I still have them.
These babies are new, and they're mine. Yummy.
If you can smell the chicken, you're too close.
And will return to Claude Mann Stadium. That'll be a 3-yard run by Clegg. Has Malvern in scoring position after Lake Hamilton 4.
I had to straighten Mike out on the Malvern Daily Records stats here.
There's a reason he gets paid what he does to do this. I formation now for the Leopards. Witherspoon, give, up the middle. I believe that's Delamar.
Mike, man, that was a great surge by the line. And the number 54 for the Malvern Leopards, Mark Parsley. Also, number 75 for the Malvern Leopards, Austin Caldwell, running up behind those big guys, making a big difference. Good surge down to the inside, the one to the, very close to 1 yard, maybe 2 yards. And second and goal.
Second down and goal, ball spotted at the 1 yard line. Again, quarterback under center for the Leopards, I formation. Going to try a quarterback sneak. No signal as of yet, so we will assume, and it looks like where the referee's coming from, they're going to spot him just shy of the goal line.
Man, very close, very close. Quarterback sneak should go all pressure that close to the goal line and giving momentum for the Malvern Leopards. Very close, inside of the one. Fourth down territory for the Malvern Leopards.
Witherspoon still the quarterback for the Leopards. Got to feel we'll see the I formation one more time here. Third down and 1. 17 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Witherspoon takes a snap, turns, gives to his fullback. He's in. Oh. Still no signal from the referees as they come from the outside. And Johnny, it looked like he had half his body over the goal line as we hit the end of the first quarter.
Very close, Mike. Looked like the surge got him, but instead the referees come in and give him about a half a yard shy.
Unbelievable. We're at the end of the first quarter. Still no score. Malvern threatening. When we come back, the Leopards will have fourth and goal.
My name is Jim Ferguson, and I am president of the Elkhorn Bank in Malvern. I've been in the banking business 30 plus years. 20 of those years have been in Malvern, Arkansas. I developed a lot of close friendships. I'm convinced that the management of Elkhorn Bank understands community banking. The willingness to offer the type of service that we believe exemplifies a community bank image.
The Elkhorn Experience. It's all about service. From Jim Ferguson, member FDIC.
Once again, we'll return to Claude Mann Stadium. No score as Lake Hamilton is hosting, as Malvern is hosting the Lake Hamilton Wolves. Both teams have been deep in each other's territory on the previous possession. Here, hold on.
Yeah, we know it.
I hit the reset button here and it took care of it. Tell me if we're on. Once again, we are back. We had a little malfunction there. Witherspoon takes a snap, not back initially, and now he's in for the touchdown. Witherspoon was knocked back initially, moved to his right and got into the end zone to give Malvern the lead here at the first part of the second quarter.
Yeah, he was stopped initially, and he bounced out to the outside where there's nobody at, and he got in just enough for a touchdown, bringing the score 6-0, 11:55 on the clock here in the second quarter.
Good determination there by Witherspoon as he was knocked back right out of the gate. Looked like he was going to lose a couple yards. Was able to move to his right and get to the end zone. Josh Moore in to kick the extra point. The kick is up. And it is good. Leopards lead Lake Hamilton with 11:55 left in the second quarter. We'll be back after this.
Do you need help finding a commercial real estate location? McClure Real Estate maintains an extensive listing of commercial property for sale or for lease. Whether you need something large or something small in Malvern or anywhere in our area, McClure Real Estate has a property to fit your needs. Give us a call at 332-2777 or come by our offices at 226 Olive. That's McClure Real Estate, serving Hot Spring County since 1952.
7-0. The Malvern Leopards lead the Lake Hamilton Wolves as we see the second half really just now getting underway. Malvern scoring on the first play of the second quarter.
Set up by a huge run, 93 yards by Stephen Craig, sophomore running back that can really motor down the field. And Great blocking by the offensive line, and punching it on in by Anthony Witherspoon early in this second quarter.
Michael Rogers getting set to kick off once again for the Leopards. As Lake Hamilton gets set for their second possession of the game. Actually, really only 3 possessions in that entire first quarter of play. Rogers gets the kick away. It's going to be fielded at the 17-yard line by Lake Hamilton. Breaks one tackle, got some running room up near the 40-yard line, and finally Rogers makes the tackle for the Leopards at the 44-yard line.
Good return for the Lake Hamilton Wolves. The defense going to have to thicken and make sure they stop these Wolves real quick.
That was Harry Keck on the return for Lake Hamilton, number 22. One of the running backs for the Wolves that usually sees a pretty good amount of playing time. And Malvern getting set, looking to stop Lake Hamilton once again. Lake Hamilton got to the Malvern 5 on their first possession. Malvern defense stiffened up and was able to get the turnover on downs. Greenfield in again at quarterback. 2 men in the backfield, actually 2 men in the backfield as well as 1 wing back. Turn, fakes to give to his tailback, now throwing deep, has a man, overshoots him, intended once again for his big wingback wide out. I'm not sure exactly what he is, Nathan Bohoffner.
He's a one of he is. He looks like he needs to be a fullback instead of a tight end, but he was wide open. Overthrown, expecting a little more speed downfield, and the guy just couldn't get up under it.
Really the first ball off target by Greenfield. He's been right on most of the night.
Yeah, he was at 50%. He did half of his passes in the first quarter.
This time, the give up the middle, and that is Keck. Keck's got it up right at the first down marker. Fumble on the play, but it looks like the officials are going to say it was ruled dead beforehand.
He's right at the 45-yard line. Bounces outside and really had big running room for the young running back.
Once again, we don't have dimensions on these players. We do know that Keck is a senior, and this is a very senior-oriented team for Lake Hamilton.
That's a good point, Mike, because I think this is one that Lake Hamilton's pointed to for a number of years, to have this many seniors, this many talented seniors out there on the field at the same time.
Greenfield up under center once again. 2 men in the backfield. 1 receiver split wide. Greenfield looking to throw. Looking over the middle. It is out of the hands of the Malvern defender as Cameron Butler can't quite come up with it, but good coverage.
Mikey stepped right in front of Bohoffner and knocked the ball down, but looked like he could have easily come up with that interception. But it comes up second and long for the Lake Hamilton Wolves. And Malvern still got to stiffen up here.
And it looked like Johnny and Ron that Bohoffner had a good step or two on Butler. Butler able to close quickly on that Greenfield pass. 2 wideouts, 3 wideouts now for Lake Hamilton. 1 man in the backfield along with Greenfield who works out a shotgun. Looking to throw, screen, set up, complete to Keck. Keck has the first down as he's going to be brought down at the Malvern 30-yard line.
Mike, number 5, Chris Jones, fought through 2 tacklers, or 2 blockers, and got outside, but not before a big gainer by the screen, but knocked him down around the 30-yard line. But first down and 10 for the Lake Hamilton Wolves.
Lake Hamilton looking to even the score here. 10:55 remaining in the first half of play. 1 man in the backfield as Greenfield sets up under center. 2 wideouts to either side. Fakes to give, now looking to throw to his right. Pass incomplete. On the coverage for Malvern was number 9, Taylor Riggins.
Taylor Riggins on his tail, and he wasn't going to allow him to get too many yards after the catch.
You know, I have noticed one thing tonight, got a little bit different here. Last week, everything Sheridan threw, they caught. And the Lake Hamilton quarterback is not quite as sharp as the Sheridan quarterback was last week. But we got a little more pressure on him. We got a little better coverage, too, don't you think?
They're definitely going downfield a little more than Sheridan was last week, where it was just very quick passes, very short passes, where this week they're going downfield a lot more.
Greenfield takes a snap, gives. up the middle is to his tailback, who's got some running room once again, and that should be enough for the first down as Cole Lorigan rambles about 10 yards, number 32.
Mike Salo, Josh Moore coming up making the stop, but not before a first down, and about 11 yards on the play for Lake Hamlin Wolves, down to the 20-yard line of the Malvern Leopards.
First down and 10 for Lake Hamilton. They've been here before, came up short. Malvern defense looking to hold his position once again. This time Greenfield gives on the play, maybe recovered by Malvern. We're waiting on the Eagle, and the Leopards have it. Again, the Malvern Leopards come up with a big play.
Bruce Hill come up with recovery and miscommunication between the fullback and the quarterback, and the quarterback looked like he was about to pull it out to run, and it just pops right out, and Bruce just jumps right on top of it, lands on it right around the 21-yard line. First and 10 for the Malvern Leopards. We're coming up with some big plays on them.
I tell you what, not only that, there wasn't any place for that. Somebody jammed that up because we caused some problems there and had some disruption on that handoff too.
Witherspoon once again at quarterback for the Leopards. Joining him is Delamar and Clegg. Give up the middle, Clegg breaks one tackle, but is brought down very quickly as he gets past the 20. We've got a flag on the play.
Mike, it was a short handoff, and we had a lead blocker, the fullback, Delamar, and then Clegg's second man through the hole. Got a false start on the Malvern Leopards. Brings them back and
moves the ball back to about the 15-yard line.
Does Lake Hamlin want first and 15, or they want second and 10?
Yeah, that's a tough decision for Lake Hamilton, Johnny, because Malvern's offense is really success has come on big plays, and giving them one more down is not necessarily a good idea.
They're going to give them first and 15, move them back closer to their end zone.
Johnny, Ron, I was noticing earlier with the way Lake Hamilton is bringing up their safeties, if one of these backs, either of these backs is able to break the initial line of scrimmage, there's going to be lots of running room.
There's no doubt there's nobody safety that.
We've seen that once, and yeah, I expect our backs to go again at least 2 or 3 more times.
Clegg in the backfield along with Witherspoon. 3 wideouts to the near side. To give Clegg, and he's got company in the backfield. Breaks a couple of tackles. Now up near the 26-yard line. Man, young sophomore showing some toughness.
Easy Lucy. He cut it up right between 2 big defenders that were about to crash down on him. He stepped right between them and shoots up the gap for about a 10-yard, 9-yard gain on the play up to the Malvern Leopard 25-yard line. So big play by Stephen Clegg.
9:25, clock still rolling here as we are about not quite midway through the second quarter. Again, one back in the backfield along with Witherspoon. 3 wide out, split right, 1 left. Clegg in the backfield. Witherspoon looking to throw. In and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Cameron Butler. Clegg. We got a flag on the play, and gentlemen, I think that's going to be defensive interference.
Mike, I think there was a holding by number 2, the defensive back, and you can't hold Cameron Butler before he catches the ball. So we're going to have got a push by the defense, so there was a hold. So it's going to give automatic first down for the Malvern Leopards on the play. So they would be up over the 30-yard line.
And we'll wait the referee to walk off the yardage. Of course, the Leopards are going to take it on the incompletion. They would have been facing 3rd and long. Penalty moves the ball up to the 40-yard line
with a 15-yard penalty.
Well, Johnny, if they do it from the spot of the foul, it means that the foul would have occurred back around the 30. 2 men in the backfield along with Witherspoon. 3 wideouts to give. Up the middle, Clegg. Met quickly, and he'll gain maybe a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Mike, I think the Lake Hamlin Wolves are starting to sniff out that play. It's kind of like it's just like a blast out of the eye, but fullback straight in, and the quarterback hands off right in front of him.
The guys, that's a little bit like we saw last week. You start sucking those guys towards the middle, break one to the outside.
That's exactly what we're trying to do. Lure them linebackers inside, and then bounce it out to the outside with our quickness.
Witherspoon in shotgun, 2 men in the backfield to give. Up the middle of Clay. Breaks one tackle, breaks a second. Now gets away from the third tackle. He's across midfield, and it's going to be run out of bounds. Oh, come on. Out near the 35, we'll wait on the spot.
Not the 37-yard line of the Lake Hamlin Wolves, 36-yard line.
And Johnny, I think, reacted probably with a little bit of a late hit, although
Mayer were riding him down outside the boundary lines, out into the asphalt, and I thought that was just a little bit too much carried away from the Lake Hamlin Wolves defender. Nobody hurt on the play, but big play by Stephen Clegg again.
First down and 10 for the Leopards. Well inside Lake Hamilton territory. The fake to give up the middle. Now Witherspoon on the run. Breaks 2 tackles. Breaks a third. Flags all over the place. I think that's probably a face mask.
Mike, they got him with a face mask and ripped his head around, and then he kept going. So I think it's going to be about a 15-yard variety here. Right around the 33-yard line of the Lake Hamlin Wolves. Great elusive by Anthony Witherspoon, but still we've got a personal foul against the Lake Hamilton Wolves.
Coming into the game for the Leopards is number 43, Bruce Hewell. And getting a little bit of a breather is Stephen Clegg.
Mike, they're going to mark it from the spot of the foul, so they're going to move it 15 yards from that spot.
Should put them near the 15-yard line.
You know, guys, again, Malvern speed showing up. And Witherspoon there, and Clegg, and Delamar, and Carnell Dustin, these kids can go, and it makes a lot of difference.
And then, Ron, I'll take it a step further. More than just speed, these guys are breaking tackles.
Yeah, they're running hard. Yes, they are.
Bruce Hewell in the backfield now, along with Delamar. Witherspoon, your quarterback. 3 wideouts. Fakes to give, now throwing towards the end zone, and the receiver falls down.
Like a little bump, but
intended for Butler.
Cameron Butler, they're going to throw it up over his shoulder, but a little bump, and the receiver, the D-back, was on the inside, had his eyes on the ball, going for it as well, so good no-contact foul by the referee.
Witherspoon getting the signal from the sidelines. Second down and 10. 7:59 to go here in the first half of play. Leopards leading 7-0 and threatening to score once again. 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side for Witherspoon. Hewell and Delamar in the backfield to give to Hewell. Hewell off the right side, breaks the tackle. He's inside the 5. Touchdown, but we've got flag. Flag at the 16-yard line, and that's going to negate the touchdown.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. It really was way behind the play.
I didn't quite see it. There was a hole right in the center of the field.
I tell you what, guys, he picked it and he threw it before he really cleared much of the line of scrimmage. So whatever he thought he saw or whatever he did saw, he was sure of it.
Be a call I'll be anxious to see on the Saturday rebroadcast of this game. 7:52 remaining here in the first quarter. You probably picked up a little bit of the coach's reaction as they're just next door to us, and as soon as that flag was pulled out of the pocket, you could hear the groan, or what were actually the cries of disbelief.
What was the call? Holding or holding?
Hold. One thing about it, Malvern has to come and overcome this and get another 10 yards back down where we can be knocking on the door once again.
Second down and 20 now. 1 back in the backfield along with Witherspoon. Butler split alone to the near side. Give up the middle, Hewell, and Hewell this time battles his way across the 25-yard line.
Mike, they knew his number this time. They weren't going to forget 43, so they want to keep an eye on that young man. But it's 4-down territory inside the 25-yard line of the Lake Hamlin Wolves, and trying to knock it on this end zone door.
And Johnny, one thing I'm glad to see this week as opposed to last week, offense staying on the field for a considerable amount of time.
Oh yeah, we're a little more consistent this week, and we're moving the football.
Hewell in the backfield along with Witherspoon. 4 wideouts for the Leopards. Witherspoon looking to his left, rolling. Left side, looking for Butler! And he can't quite come up to play. He tries to make the catch basically over the Lake Hamilton defender. Can't come up with it. On the coverage for Lake Hamilton was another senior, Scott Ray.
Mike, the ball was a little short. Cameron Butler had to come back for it. Defensive back had great position on it and timed his jump just right to knock the ball away. So Cameron Butler against number 2 of the Lake Hamilton Wolves, Scott Ray, the senior.
You know, that's a mismatch there. Butler's about 4 to 6 inches taller. You got single coverage out here. They may go right back to it again.
Ward and Brim split to the far side. Butler alone on the near side.
Yep.
Again, looking left side, looking for Butler. Good coverage. Butler has it at the 5-yard line.
Just short. Just short.
Just shy of the first down. Malvern had a good kick earlier on the extra point, which this is only about 3 yards further. It is going to be on the left hash mark, and they are going to bring out the kicking team as Josh Moore.
No, that's 4th down.
4th down. Oh, that was 4th. I apologize. I was thinking that was 3rd down. Butler makes the catch. Can't quite keep his legs under him. Kind of did the splits there.
Yeah, he went up and got it over the D-back. D-back was turned around, and he went up over and caught it and bring down. By the time he got his legs split and back under him, he slid down, falling backwards. So unfortunate for the Leopards, but great catch by Cameron Butler.
Leopards leading 7-0, 6:56 remaining here in the first half of play. Each team has had got a timeout. Actually, Malvern's had 3 possessions, Lake Hamilton 2. We've got a timeout on the field. We'll be back after this, 7-0.
Malvern National Bank can make your dreams come true with the Home Advantage Equity Line of Credit. This is Tony Warner, and if you're a homeowner, Malvern National Bank can show you the way to live your dreams by using the equity in your home. You can use the Home Advantage Equity Line for anything you want up to your qualifying amount and make one convenient monthly payment. Your low interest could be tax deductible, but check with your tax consultant. Take that long desired vacation, pay tuition, remodel your home, get a new vehicle you choose, and you don't have to come to the bank every time you need money. The Home Advantage Equity Line of Credit from Malvern National Bank, an equal housing lender. Call us today.
Once again, we'll return live to Claude Mann Stadium. 6:55 remaining here in the first half of play, and the Leopards leading 7-0. Leopards came up about a yard shy of the first down as they went for it on 4th down on their last possession.
Well, that was a great drive, guys. We take the ball on the 20-yard line, 21-yard line. You know, take it all the way down to their 6 and come up short. Score once and have it called back. That's a tough break.
1 wide out for Lake Hamilton as Greenfield takes a snap. Face the pitch. Actually, there may have been a mix-up on the play, and Greenfield's going to be hit behind the 5.
My big play by a couple of Leopards. And I believe that's Bruce Schuell in the backfield. Blair Williams, also another linebacker in the backfield, making some corruption and really popping some leather out there where I heard it coming up here to the press box. So
Chris Smith in on the tackle as well, big junior for the Leopards.
These young men are kind of fired up tonight.
We slowly but surely we watch their confidence grow, and it's growing out here, guys. These kids are growing up.
2nd down and 12 now for Lake Hamilton. 4 wideouts, one man in the backfield for the Wolves. They don't like what they see, and Greenfield calls timeout. So with 6:10 remaining here in the first half, Malvern leads 7-0. 2nd down and 12 for Lake Hamilton, deep in their own territory. Ball spotted at the 5-yard line. Nobody in the backfield along with Greenfield. Sends a man in motion to the far side. Fakes or gives on the end around. Malvern looked like they had it hemmed up, and now the tackle made at the 10-yard line. We've got a flag on the play, and this one may be holding.
Well, I think they missed 2 clips and called 1 hold, is what it looked like for me.
Their offensive back that was in the lineup in the slot back position, he tried to hold one of our young men and not allowing him to get back, so they're going to move the ball back inside the 3-yard line. So
flag right at the 5, so they move it half the distance. It'll be 2nd down and about 14 and a half. Actually, the Leopards declined the line.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 3rd down now for Lake Hamilton and about 8 yards. 6:02 remaining here in the first half. Malvern defense playing with a great deal of confidence after stopping Lake Hamilton twice on 4th down. They stopped them once on 4th down and had gotten 1 turnover.
They want to eliminate the downs here deep in their territory.
Fake the give. Now looking to throw near side. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of his wide receiver. And Leopard nearly came up with the interception. But it's going to be 4th down now for Lake Hamilton. And with under 6 minutes remaining, you got to believe they're punting.
They've got to punt. Yeah, they got to punt. You know, think about it. That's a good, smart move on the coaching staff there. You know, it's 2nd, 8's not in that kind of. It doesn't change much, Johnny, as a quarterback, with whether you're 2nd and say 3rd and 8 or 2nd and what? What's the difference between that and say 2nd and 13?
Yeah, you still got to go downfield and you got to play a 10-yard pattern or better. But Malvern Leopard's going to have great field position after this punt.
Taylor Riggins back to field the punt for the Leopards. He sets up at the 46. Fakes, starts to run a fake play and then kicks it. Terrible kick. About the 38-yard line. Malvern's going to have great field position coming out of this. So the Leopards, and Johnny, you heard, I'm sure over the broadcast, you heard the coaches yelling there. That can be a very dangerous play if you're on the return team because your return men or your blockers are not looking for that ball to fall 20 yards from the line of scrimmage.
No, they're not. And they try to do a squib kick over to the left-hand side in front of their sidelines and turned out to be a pretty good punt.
Chris Jones, Wardell Brim, and Cameron Butler, the wideouts for Malvern. 2 men in the backfield along with Witherspoon. Give up the middle. That's Delamar. Gets hit at the line of scrimmage and then busts away and gets down to Lake Hamilton 36.
Mike, it just seems like when we get past that initial wave, we make big yardage, and those crashing linebackers just seem like they're trying to get in the backfield so quick. And when we get past them, boy, they better watch out. Our quickness is going to take over.
2nd down and 5 now for the Leopards. Nearing 5 minutes remaining here in the first half of play. Leopards lead 7-0. Twins to the right side, split left for Witherspoon. This time to give. Clegg up the middle. Dragging players down inside to Lake Hamilton 30, and that's a first down.
Mike, that just shows you how strong that young man's legs are. He pulled one of their big linemen, number 77. He's got to be weighing 290 or so, and he pulls him a good 5 or 6 yards. And Stephen Clegg, he just kept them legs churning and got over the first down and even more on the play.
Ball spotted at the 29-yard line. Actually, just shy of the 28. Again, 2 receivers split right. Butler split left for the Leopards. Delamar and Clegg in the backfield along with Witherspoon.
Great clock management by the Leopards, guys.
Snap, give, up the middle, and that's Delamar. Delamar is brought down at about the 25-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 4 yards. Maybe 3.
Mike, we're just chipping away. That's what we got to do. And with, like Ron just mentioned, 4 minutes left on the clock and in this half, and we've got great clock management. We've got plenty of time to get 4 yards, 3 yards at a time. So any play in the playbook is open for Coach Baker to call.
Same formation for the Leopards. As Jones and Brim split out to the right side, Butler to the near side. Give. Fake to give up the middle. Now trying to get outside as Witherspoon breaks 2 tackles across the 25, down near the 20-yard line. It's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. And Johnny, I'm watching the far side referee on the spot, and he is easily a yard off based on what I saw.
Mark that down, guys. Witherspoon went around that end with a trailing back. And we haven't seen that option yet this year, but it was there, wasn't it, Johnny?
Well, we got disruption by the defensive ends, and Witherspoon had no choice but to get outside around. I'm afraid that losing ground will get you, but that speed will get to the corner really quick, and he's got the speed.
3rd down and a long 2 or short 3, depending on your point of views. Witherspoon takes, gives, Clay trying to tackle, now going to the outside, tries to cut it back in, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. So now the Leopards are going to face 4th down and about 4 yards from the Lake Hamilton 22-yard line.
Big tackle by their sophomore linebacker, number 44 for the Lake Hamilton Wolves. But Stephen Clegg, kept his legs turning. He was trying to cut inside where there was nobody. Had plenty of running room, but had one man to beat. He brought him down in the open field. But gives a 4th down and 4 for the Malvern Leopards. And definitely this is 4 down territory.
We're going to take a time out here, and Coach Hart's going to talk it over because he's running. He wants to keep that ball away from Lake Hamilton as much as possible. That's what I talked about clock management a while ago. Our guys are taking a lot of clock off before they snap the ball.
2:54 remaining. Malvern leads 7-0.
Mike, I will say this. We've had a lot of positive yards on offense tonight. That's allowing our offense to stay on the field. Not a lot of miscues by the Malvern Leopards tonight. We've come out with intensity. We've came out with a lot of determination, and these young men are competing tonight.
I tell you what, you talk about, that's a great point, Johnny. We in your Southern State keys to the game, we've run 20 plays already in this quarter, and that's keeping the ball in our hands and giving us a chance to score. It's twice as many plays as Lake Hamilton.
Leopards coming out of timeout, facing 4th down and 4. Under center is Witherspoon. I formation, give. And that is Huell, I believe, Huell up the middle, and he is brought down shy of the 1st down marker. They'll spot him at the 21. So Lake Hamilton will take over with 2:49 remaining here in the first half.
Mike, we were just about a yard shy of making that, and we had one guy to beat again, and they came up with the play. But Malvern's got a hold here. These young men can click it off right down the field if we don't watch it.
Malvern defense, Johnny and Ron, I don't know if you noticed, you can see it in their demeanor, showing a great deal more confidence.
Yeah, they got a good walk to them out there. I'm not going to call it a flyer, but yeah.
Greenfield looking to pass, trying the right side. It is complete at the 30-yard line. Malvern defenders playing fairly deep. Pass was complete to number 7, Daniel Fields, and Johnny, coming into the game, we knew that was one of their primary receivers.
No doubt, and Bruce Huell comes up and pops him a good one, but Tanner Regan also comes in and assures the tackle being down. So Malvern is definitely tackling a lot better this week.
1 receiver, 2 wingbacks for Lake Hamilton. Give, tailback, met at the 34-yard line.
That was that great form tackling we saw, and that's, there's your linebackers, guys.
And number 34, Cole Morgan on the carry.
Also, that was Bruce Huell again. Just meets him in the hole and just pops him a good one. Excellent form tackle by the young man.
And Ron, I gave you the wrong number. That's actually number 32. 2 wideouts now for Greenfield. Thanks to Give. Looking to the right side. Underneath pass is complete. Once again finds his man Daniel Fields, and Fields has the first down at the Malvern 47, at the Lake Hamilton 47. But Johnny, we've got a player down back at the 30.
It looks like Chris Jones, senior linebacker or defensive end and receivers down on the field.
We've got a timeout on the field as the injured player is attended to. We'll take a short break as well. 2:03 remaining. Malvern leads 7-0.
Teeter Chevrolet, your one-stop for all your truck, car, and SUV needs. New and pre-owned, we have them. At Teeter Chevrolet, our service is second to none. And our body shop is the best around. The deals are always sweeter at Teeter.
Report that Chris Jones walks off the field on his own and without much of a limp or not holding the shoulder, so we hope to see him back in the ball game soon as Lake Hamilton gets set. 1st and 10. 2 wideouts to the far side for Greenfield, 2 men in the backfield. Takes to Give to his tailback, and looking to his left, throws underneath. Once again finds his man, Daniel Fields, and that's 3 consecutive receptions for Fields. And now Lake Hamilton threatening inside 2 minutes. They're at the Malvern 35.
Mike, they ran the same play. Out receiver turns in, inside slot, runs out and go. And quarterback has 2 options. If we're not defending the long pattern, he's throwing underneath.
Basically, well, not quite the same formation. Greenfield went out working out a shotgun, looking to his right, throws complete. And finally, the big receiver, Bolofner, catches one. That's inside the 30. They'll spot him
at the 28. Cameron Butler comes up with a great stop with about a 6-yard gain on the play, but still stopping him without inside bounds and keeping that clock rolling. A minute and a half left. You're just inside a minute and a half. Greenfield throws. Far side. Complete. With running room now, and finally the tackle made at about the 12-yard line of Malvern. And once again, Daniel Fields makes a spectacular catch. Almost an interception there. Anthony Johnson went right through his hands. He was going for the interception and trying to deflect it or something. And unfortunately, he regains his composure, goes down and makes the tackle. Ball spotted at the 13 of Malvern. Greenfield this time turns and gives to his tailback, who's going to be brought down shy of the line of scrimmage. Austin Caldwell makes a huge stop from his defensive tackle position, and they bring up a timeout for the Lake Hamilton Wolves. Second and long. Inside a minute, Lake Hamilton looking to tie this one up.
Lake Hamilton's out of timeouts, guys, so they got 59 seconds and just used their last timeout.
4 wideouts. Mike, now Lake Hamilton. Malvern's got to look for number 7 or 32 is going to get the ball, so keep your eyes on those young men at all times. This time, Greenfield rolls to his right, throws, it is complete at the 5-yard line and out of bounds at the 4. Pass was complete to number 20, Dustin Lurcher, and he gets out of bounds and is able to stop the clock. Mike, they fake to the running back, freezes linebackers and everybody, throws an out pattern, make sure he's getting out of bounds and get down quick. 51 seconds remaining here in the first half. And Lake Hamilton looking to score. They've moved the ball quickly after getting it with just over 2 minutes remaining here in the half. And they're going to bring out the markers to see if this is a first down. Malvern defense looking to stop Lake Hamilton one more time here in this first half. And this one's going to be just shy of the first down marker. It looks like about 1.5 feet, 2 feet, Johnny. Yeah, it's very close. But still, this is definitely 4-down territory. These Lake Hamilton Wolves plenty of time left on the clock from to run any play they got in their book because they like to throw the ball. Clock will only stop with an out-of-bounds incompletion or unless Malvern takes a timeout. Lake Hamilton has used their last one. Malvern is out of timeouts as well. We've got to have an incomplete pass to stop the clock or a turnover.
You know, Lake Hamilton got stopped twice down on the other end of the field there with less than a yard to go, so they may be thinking about that, and that may change their play calling and give us a chance for an interception or a pick.
Lake Hamilton comes out in a tight formation now. They're trying to bring the beef and make sure they can get the big wedge right up the middle. Greenfield surveying the defense. It looks like he's not particularly certain what's called. Take, gives, mess up. Dagger takes it on his own. It's going to be dropped outside the 5-yard line, and the Malvern defense comes up with another big play. That was Kashif Manuel in the backfield. Stops the young man from getting anywhere out to the 6-yard line. Big stop by the Malvern Leopard. 4th down and 4, long 4 to go with the clock rolling.
You can tell he was uncomfortable, didn't like what he's looking at as a quarterback, wasn't he, Johnny?
No doubt. He did not feel like he should be out there at all. 20 seconds remaining in the half. Lake Hamilton trying to tie things up. Greenfield sends a man in motion. Gives a tailback inside the 5, and he is going to be in the end zone for the touchdown. 10.9 seconds remaining here in the first half of play, and Lake Hamilton needs an extra point to tie things up. He was just bouncing out and just kept staying behind his big blockers, and he finally found his way into the end zone from about 4 yards out.
Which back was that, guys? I missed the number.
I believe that was 32 Ron, but I'm not totally sure.
We'll give it to
I believe that was Morgan. Lake Hamilton now setting up for the extra point. Out to kick is Wayne Whitmire. That's number 30. Gray hammers one to the right, and it is no good. Lake Hamilton able to get into the end zone and get themselves within 1 point, but the extra point was no good. Johnny, if I were playing golf, I'd call it a shank. No doubt, he definitely pulled it. But you just never know. It's a live ball after it goes 10 yards, so Malvern has to make sure they get possession of this ball and get positive yards or get fall on it. So the Lake Hamilton Wolves will not have a chance with 10 seconds left on the clock. The clock won't start until Malvern player touches it.
Flag deep for the Leopards, sets up at the 5-yard line. Lake Hamilton set to kick this one off. And the kick is away. And this one's going to go into the end zone. Clegg will take the touchback, so Malvern will get at least one offensive play.
My guy just turned around and let Clegg run outside, and hopefully we break another big one. And just a quick pitch and get him outside.
Clegg does remain on the field. Joining him, most likely in the backfield, is going to be Delamar. Witherspoon will be your quarterback.
Mike, this team, it looks totally different this week compared to last week. Seems like we've got a little more pep in our step and ready to play.
3 receivers for Witherspoon, who lines up under center. We've got a flag down on the play, and I'm not sure.
Mike, we had too many men in the huddle, and we broke out with 12, and so we're going to back us up 5 yards and try this again.
Somewhat irrelevant, assuming there is no turnover on this play, as the Leopards were facing 80 yards. Now they face 85.
I think Coach Baker's going to just go ahead and run it out with one of the running backs and be conservative here.
2-man split wide for the Leopards. I formation, Clegg dotting the I. And Witherspoon is going to take it down. And that should be the end of the first half of play, as the clock winds down. And the first half is over. Malvern leads 7-6.
Orr's Furniture in Malvern is proud to support the Malvern Leopards. Our new furniture complex at 400 MLK Boulevard is one of the largest in the state, featuring the most trusted names in the industry. We stock a huge selection of leather sofas, chairs, and home theater seating, as well as one of the largest recliner galleries in Arkansas, featuring Lazy Boy, Lane, and Catnapper. Our Sleep Central bedding gallery offers you the opportunity to pick out just the right firmness of Sealy or Stearns & Foster mattress set. All of us at Orr's Furniture wish the Leopards well this season, and we look forward to visiting with you this fall.
Just under 20 seconds now before the end of halftime. The teams haven't quite taken the field for the kickoff yet, Ron. But you played a considerable amount of football in your days. What those days are long gone. What do you tell the team?
The same thing. I don't think you change much. I think Lake Hamilton, I'm going to tell, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I'm going to tell my kids, I'm going to go over the scouting report on Lake Hamilton, because down 7-6, Lake Hamilton's they're worried about winning this ball game now. And if they're not worried about showing plays to Benton or Texarkana or El Dorado, they're going to change their playbook. I expect Lake Hamilton to spread the ball around more. I expect them to spread that offense out. That's what I tell the defense. I tell the offense, get in their face, get in their numbers, and let's just keep kicking them like we did the first half.
Lake Hamilton getting set to kick this one off. Bruce Ewell and Cantrell Johnson, the 2 upbacks for Malvern, and Clegg deep. He sets up at the 5-yard line as Lake Hamilton gets set to kick this one off. Jordan Gay is the kicker. Gets the kick away. Low line drive fielded at the goal line by Clegg. He's going to take it out across the 20 and is brought down at the 21. Johnny, that one nearly went in the end zone. Clegg took a little bit of a chance, but when you've got speed like that,
it was a low kick, and he had an opportunity to get it out. But good pursuit by the Lake Hamilton Wolves, getting down there and stopping right inside the 22-yard line of the Malvern Leopards.
Coming out for Malvern to start the second half, the quarterback is Anthony Witherspoon, and he's been your quarterback since the first possession. He took over in the second possession. 2 men in the backfield, just like Delamar and Clegg, I believe. I haven't seen the number on the far side just yet.
Yes.
And once again, they're setting up clock management. Coach Hart's going to take as much time off his clock as he can.
Give up the middle. Delamar breaks the tackle. He's out across the 25, brought down just shy of the 30. And that's going to be about 3 yards shy of the first down.
Mike, good play. A hard, fast hitting and run. The first guy through, Delamar, gets it because he got crashing linebackers again. You get them through those two guys, you got plenty of running room.
2nd down and 3 now for Malvern. Play clock at 18. As Johnny said, Malvern looking to eat time off this clock. Strategy has not changed. Give this time Clegg up the middle, and Clegg's across the 30-yard line is going to be about a yard, maybe a yard and a half shy of the first. Gets a good spot.
I don't know, Mike.
33.
Very close to a first down, if not a first down.
That's close. That is going to be way closer than I initially thought, but it's time for Hawkeye Gibbs.
Hawkeye Gibbs, we got to make a call.
It's too late now.
Yeah, I think he missed one last year for the first time in 4 years. He won't jump out there and make a fast call now, will he, Mike?
Yeah, he is hesitating a little.
Yeah, he is.
2 wideouts go to the far side. We've got a timeout on the field. It's equipment timeout. Looks like that's taken care of quickly.
Well, the D-line on Lake Hammer Wolves needed to snap his helmet.
2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side for Witherspoon and the Leopards. Again, to give up the middle, Delamar. Oh, it fakes to give up the middle. Now Witherspoon's got to run. He's across midfield and he's going to be dragged down. All right, running to the 40-yard line. And the Lake Hamilton player with a little extracurricular activity, not too impressive after making the tackle 30 yards downfield.
Yeah, that's great. You whiff at somebody after he beat you for 32 yards. That's, I've wondered about that. Make that 23 yards.
He's very close. Very close to a personal foul outside the lines, but Anthony Witherspoon showing his speed, fakes it inside and running outside with the option, pulls it out and just runs past several Lake Hamilton Wolves for a big gainer for the Malvern Leopards. Exactly what you want to do for Coach Hart and the rest of the Leopard coaches wanting to do, come and make a statement in this third quarter here.
Good fake by Witherspoon on the previous possession. This time he does give to Delamar, and Delamar's got some running room. He's brought down at the 30.
Mike, that's Cantrell Johnson.
Excuse me, Cantrell Johnson, I apologize.
He is very quick and very strong runner as well. Can play a bunch of different positions on the field. And Cantrell Johnson getting very close to a first down. And we got a referee's timeout. Looks like we're going to bring out the chains once again to check and see if we got it. And I think we've got it, guys.
There he makes the call. That's number 14, Cantrell Johnson.
Are you calling it, Gibbs?
Yes, I say we got a first.
Who's called it?
And it looks like he's going to be correct.
Oh, he's
half a football.
He's got a half a football. Yeah, that's a safe one to call there, wasn't it?
So the Malvern offense comes out on fire here in the second half, gaining big chunks of yardage.
Mike, this is what you need to do, is just run it down these guys' throats. It gets them tired and also eats up the clock, as well as their confidence getting shattered by our young, speedy young offensive backs that can make a difference in this ball game. They don't understand if these seniors for the Wolves can't understand a sophomore beating them.
Johnson and Delamar, the 2 backs in the backfield, along with Witherspoon. This time to give to Delamar up the middle. He's hitting the backfield, but gets just across the 30 to about, just shy of the 29. And as good a spot we got earlier, we get a poor spot here. And not as a knock against the referees. It's inaccurate science to begin with.
We'll get a really good offensive surge out of our offensive line guys. Our offensive line, those big guys are really doing a good job up there.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the far side for Witherspoon. Again, Johnson and Delamar in the backfield. The give is to Delamar, and Delamar gets inside the 25-yard line. Good gain of about
Mike, there's
7 yards.
There's only one linebacker in the backfield. There's no safety coming up and helping with support on the run. And as soon as we get through that initial line of scrimmage, we got plenty of running room to go. And a big run, 7 yards on second down. So bringing up a long 3 yards to go.
Listed as 3rd and 4 on the scoreboard. Same formation for the Leopards. Give. Fake the give. Now Witherspoon trying to get outside. He's going to go first down for sure. He's across the 20. And it's going to be drugged down. Will be drugged down, it looks like, at about the 13-yard line, but well more than enough for the first down.
Mike, way down in very close to the 10, 11-yard line of the Lake Hamilton Wolves, and Anthony saw the outside and got a block from his pitch man, and pitch man comes in, makes a good block, spring him out for a first down for the Malvern Leopards.
Well, that's a big 12 yards, and I missed the number. Watch it on TV tomorrow. Somebody turned around through a key block on somebody who's trying to.
I think it was Daniel Delamar.
Okay.
Johnson to the right, Delamar to the left of Witherspoon. Again, Delamar trying to go off tackle, gets inside the 10-yard line, just barely. Gain of about 3 yards. And it will be second down and about, we'll call it 8. It'll probably be listed as 9.
Yeah, about a 2-yard gain. Was going kind of east and west, and then turns out and gets a couple yards, but pretty good surge by the Lake Hamilton Wolves. But still, we're in four down territory for these Malvern Leopards, and any gains are good gains down in this deep in the territory.
Again, Johnson to the right, Delamar to the left, but we've got a timeout. The ball is on the 9-yard line as the Malvern offense comes back out onto the field.
Excellent play call by the coaches in bringing these guys all the way from the 22-yard line of their own, and already knocking on the door, first drive of the third quarter series.
Not only that, Johnny, we've had to run a lot of time off the clock, too. We need to score.
Fake to give, now looking to throw, incomplete. Intended for Jones. Chris Jones, the intended target, and he was wide open.
Maggie threw it a little bit behind and could not get it right to him. It was too wide open. The guys did not even think that they were going to pass the ball. But, well, Anthony's going to make a correction on that and get it to him the next time.
Excellent call, and I think Anthony had the mindset he had to get it out there to him quick, and there's no quarterback, Johnny. You know, sometimes you have a tendency to hurry him, don't you?
Yeah, you do, and try to get it out there too quick.
Definitely a laser thrown by Witherspoon. Again, 3 wideouts for the Leopards. Lake Hamilton showing blitz. Now looking to throw inside. Lots of contact, but no flags on the play as the pass was intended for Kashif Manuel, the Southern State Bank isolated player of the game.
I get it just a little bit too high, and also somebody draped all over him, very close to interference, but Kashif's a big man, and as well as their big defensive backs and linebackers out there bumping him. So definitely fourth down territory here at 9, on the 9-yard line with 7:52 left in the third quarter.
Stephen Clay comes into the game replacing Cantrell Johnson. And Clay will line up alongside his quarterback Witherspoon. 4 wideouts for the Leopards. Again, Clay up the middle. Fumbled the football, and we'll wait to see who recovered. Either way, Lake Hamilton will get the football as that was fourth down. Clay had running room, but couldn't hold on to the football. Looked like he got stripped there as he went through the line of scrimmage. Lake Hamilton will take over deep in their own territory. Malvern was able to eat up about almost 4.5 minutes.
You know, that's the same scenario that happened to us in the second and first quarter, guys. You know, we're getting it down there inside of inside the 10-yard line, and we're not coming away with points. And get to Lake Hamilton, good Lake Hamilton team. These kind of things can haunt you. Puts a lot of stress on your defense.
Lake Hamilton, for the most part, has chewed up a great deal of yardage and time themselves. Have found the end zone once tonight. Give, tailback, and we've got a flag down in the backfield, and that, Johnny, was probably going to be holding. There wasn't much running room. We've got actually 2 flags down.
Mike, I don't think there was enough men on the line of scrimmage.
A flag thrown from the back judge as well as the side judge.
All start.
All start. That will help this Malvern defense. Really no gain on the play as it was.
I think they're going to move them back regardless. False start's a dead ball.
Yeah, I was going to say, they didn't call it. If it's going to call a false start, they got to call a dead ball foul. I'm not
Granted,
I'm not trying to be a referee, but I do know what the rules are.
Granted, we're all wearing headphones, but we did not hear a whistle until after the play was called dead. But the penalty moves the ball back to the 5-yard line, and it will be first down and 15. Actually, it looks like
Inside or out.
inside the 5, sure is. And it works out to be, it looks like about a 6-yard penalty. So it's probably a second call there. Pass from Greenfield, complete, breaking a tackle is number 20, Dustin Lurcher. And Lurcher's run out of bounds at the 13, close to the 14-yard line.
Mike, he just ran a curl pattern 5 yards and down, turns around and the quarterback gets it to him right when he turns around, catches the ball and goes upfield another 5 yards, breaks a tackle, and a host of Malvern Leopards bring him down, but it brings it second down and 5 for the Lake Hamilton Wolves.
It's a long 5 yards, very close to 6. Trips to the near side for Lake Hamilton. Fakes the give, now rolling to the near side. Looking for some running room, getting some support from Cantrell Johnson and making the tackle at the 20, but that's going to be enough for the first down as he gets to about the 22-yard line. The first down marker was right, or just shy of the 20.
Mike, our linebackers got out there pretty quick. Bruce Huell and Blair Williams as well as Cantrell Johnson bringing down the quarterback. We got a flag on the play. Back at the line of scrimmage. And the side judge is conversing. And it's going to bring up another second down, another false start for the Lake Hamilton Wolves. It's going to bring him out to at least the 10-yard line.
You know, we're up here pretty close to our coaches, and our coaches we've heard them in the background wanting some calls made, and it seems like we may be getting some of those calls now.
Penalty moves the ball to back just inside the 10-yard line, as Johnny stated. The second down, about 10 yards to go. Greenfield in shotgun, looks to his right, now throws to his left, complete to his tailback, who's got running room across the 30, and making the tackle for the Leopards is Taylor Riggins, but not before Harry Keck gets across the 40-yard line and brought down at the 43.
Mike, that was just a slot back screen, and he just sneaks out there to the open spot and waits for his lineman to get back in front of him. And we got a hurt player on the field, number 23 for the Wolves.
You know, guys, I hate to tell you, one thing that has impressed me about this Lake Hamilton football team, they're not afraid to throw that football anywhere on the field. I mean, they're inside the 5-yard line, inside the 9, 10-yard line twice and throwing the ball out of there. So maybe we can get a pick.
They're throwing a lot of the same routes, the same type plays we saw last week. They're running some guys out and coming back underneath. But they come back out this time in a tight formation as Greenfield has 2 backs in the backfield, now splits a man wide. Takes a snap, give, up the middle, that's Keck, and Keck pushes his way across midfield, or right to midfield, as the helmet goes flying. Gain of about 7 yards on the play.
Man, that was a huge push by the Lake Hamilton Wolves. Getting almost 7 yards on the carry, right at midfield.
That was Keck once again on the carry, number 22. Thank you for the Wolves. 6 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Malvern leading this one 7-6. Lake Hamilton driving at midfield. Same formation. Takes the give up the middle, now takes it himself, and he gets down to the Malvern 42-yard line.
Mike Eric Broughton comes up with a tackle, but not before he gets a good gainer, keeping it on the option. Quarterback sees the hole quickly and turns it up quickly and gets good positive yards for the Wolves.
First down on the play for Lake Hamilton, as they have moved the ball quite effectively on their first drive here in the second half, excuse me. Keck on the carry, able to drag a Leopard defender across the 40 down to about the 36-yard line.
Like Blair Williams ran up in the hole and pops the first guy in, but not stopping the play, but allowing the running back to get around him. But it's what happens when we get one-on-one coverage when they spread out the field. So
lots of rotation as far as players for Lake Hamilton. They run a lot of guys in and out, and coming in now is Wayne Whitmire. Again, a tight formation, one-man split to the left for the Wolves. Fakes to give, now looking to throw, complete. And that was Wayne Whitmire on the reception. He's run out of bounds.
Josh Moore finally pushes him out of bounds. But missed tackle by the Malvern Leopards. The screening for another first down.
And the first down's coming in succession now for the Wolves as their offense has gained a great deal of momentum. What as Malvern did on their first possession.
Just chipping away, and they're getting first down after first down.
Lake Hamilton flip-flops their formation. Again, a wide receiver to the near side. Give. And that is Keck. Keck breaks through the line of scrimmage and pushes his way inside the Malvern 15-yard line where he's brought down. And it's another first down.
Josh Moore had any way he could get him down, he got him down, but not before they get a big run down inside the 15-yard line.
Coming in for the Malvern defense is number 52, Ramon Ankton.
Craig's running hard, really running hard. Not Craig, they're tailback. Keck. I'm sorry.
Give, Keck again. Keck breaking his way down to near the 5. They'll spot him right at the 5. And that's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down, so an 8-yard gain. We've got a player down for the Leopards. And that's the young man that just entered the game, Ramon Ankton.
Michael, Malvern's looking for somebody to step up and make a play. Lake Hamilton's getting too much momentum, getting 8 yards of carry on first down.
Another sophomore, Albert Bragg, re-enters the game for the Leopards as Ankton comes out.
It's a bit of a mistake-free drive for Lake Hamilton since they held us on, got the ball turned over on the 9-yard line on a hold on it.
Second down and 2 from the 5. Give. Once again is to Keck, and Keck goes into the end zone for the touchdown. So Lake Hamilton takes the lead 12-7. And Ron, as you mentioned, these drives that came up just a little bit short right now certainly haunting the Malvern Leopards.
Mike, they look like they're going for 2 here. And Malvern is still, again, Malvern shouldn't give up. They've got to make a big stand here. These 2 points mean just as much as any stop on third down and long that the Lake Hamilton Wolves can get thrown at them at this time.
Greenfield up under center, tight formation. Nobody spread wide. Give. Up the middle.
They stopped him.
Is Keck, and Keck is stopped short of the goal line. And they call it at the line. Wait a minute. They call the 2-point conversion after the play was called dead. And so Sheridan takes a 14-7 lead with 3:29 remaining here in the third.
Lake Hamilton and the Zebras. That's 2 bad calls, guys, right down there on that end.
2-point conversion was successful. Somewhat delayed call on that 2-point conversion. But nonetheless, the score remains the same.
Malvern's got to come out with the offensive set and come out and start banging away again and do exactly what they did in their first drive. March it right down the field and start knocking on the door to score again.
14-7. Again, Clegg deep for the Leopards, and now coming out on the field is Wardell Brim, who's going to be servicing at one of the up-back positions. The kick is not high, but long, and Clegg fields it in the end zone. So the Leopards will get the ball at the 20-yard line. Johnny, Ron, the Leopards had a great deal of success moving the football, but just couldn't finish things off.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's Lake Hamilton did what Malvern needed to do, Johnny, when they got down there. They finished up that time and put some points on the board.
Yeah, Lake Hamilton did exactly what they planned to do, and they had a game plan coming out here in the second half, and the first time they touched the ball, they marched all the way down the field, 90-something yards for the score.
Lake Hamilton able to overcome some penalties, as Johnny said, that backed them up to around their 5-yard line. Clegg in the backfield with Witherspoon as they get set to try to even this one up. 4 receivers for Witherspoon. He gives up the middle to Clegg. Clegg wrapped up in the backfield is going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Mike, they're starting to key on the running backs and not giving us any hope. Starting throwing the ball will start spreading this out, and they will not be able to crash those defensive ends like they wanted to.
3:05 remaining here in the third quarter. Tight ball game. Both teams have moved the ball very well, but have had a hard time finishing off drives. Lake Hamilton able to do so on their last possession. Clay again in the backfield with Witherspoon, 4 wide receivers. Now Witherspoon looking to throw across the middle. Picked off by Lake Hamilton inside the 20-yard line. And the tackle made at about the Malvern 12.
Michael Rogers, from his tackle position, stops him from getting into the end zone. But a big play by the Lake Hamilton Wolves.
We've got a player down on the field calling for coach's attention. That looks like, is that Claude, Johnny?
No, that's Anthony Witherspoon down on his back.
We're going to take a short break while he's attended to. We'll be back after this.
Ouachita Technical College in Malvern can get you started in the right direction. Ouachita Tech has all the classes you need to prepare yourself for a 4-year degree, as well as a variety of 1- and 2-year programs available. Plus, Ouachita Tech has made it even easier for you to get the classes you need. Online classes. Whether you're a first-time student or someone looking to get back to college, get a great start at one of the best colleges in Arkansas, Ouachita Technical College in Malvern.
And the two teams getting set to resume the game after the injury to Anthony Witherspoon. I'm not sure. Coach Hart just gathered up the troops of the entire team there and said some words. I'm not sure what was said. Ron, you have to assume it's going to be a little bit difficult to focus on the task at hand.
Yeah, to get restarted. I will give you this report. The young man did wave. The crowd was giving him a hand, and he did wave to the crowd as he carried on. We're playing ball, Mike. Let's go. Here we go.
Malvern defense getting set now as Reedfield awaits the referee's okay to resume play.
Once again, after the turnover and the interception, Lake Hamilton takes the ball on the Malvern 13, 1st and 10.
Two men in the backfield for Greenfield. 1 wide receiver splits to the near side. That's Keck deep for Lake Hamilton. To give is to Keck, trying the left side of his offensive line. And he is backed up immediately. Josh Moore on the tackle. But first there, Johnny, and Cantrell Johnson. Cantrell Johnson for the Leopards.
Good containment by Cantrell Johnson, not allowing the running back to get outside, and definitely that's what you want from your cornerbacks and your defensive ends, to step up and make those plays outside.
Yeah, I said that was Keck. That's actually another tailback in for Lake Hamilton, Jason Craig.
Craig and Craig.
I formation, fakes to give. Greenfield looking towards the end zone, throws to the 5-yard line, and it's a touchdown. And that's the big wide receiver for Lake Hamilton, Nathan Bolhoffner.
Like, you knew he was going to get a ball sometime during the game, and because he's been a big target throughout the ball game, and you know they're going to go right back to him. And sure enough, they got him in the soft zone and threw it right up the middle. And good catch. An easy touchdown for the Lake Hamilton Wolves.
As you said earlier on that offensive play, Johnny, they're running everybody back and completing underneath our D-backs.
The kick is up, and this one is better, but no good. Again, pulled to the right of the uprights, and Lake Hamilton leads 20-7. Lake Hamilton scored on a 13-yard play after intercepting Witherspoon. Witherspoon injured on the play. And the Leopards will have a new quarterback, probably either Moore or Cantrell, when they start the next series. Clegg deep for the Leopards as Gay gets set to kick off. This one a fairly long kick, fielded at the 8-yard line by Clegg. Clegg slips as he tries to make a cut and is brought down at the 21-yard line. Just inside 2 minutes here at Claude, Mann. The Leopards needing to make up some ground on the Lake Hamilton Wolves.
Senior Josh Moore coming in and taking over the quarterback duties. Hasn't been at quarterback since the first series, and he successfully moved the Leopards down the field. But we're going to have Josh come back in and play double duty, being strong safety as well as quarterback.
Two wideouts for Moore. Delamar and Clegg in the backfield along with it. To give. Fake to give to Delamar, tried to give to Clegg, and Clegg is hit before Moore could even hand it off to him. Ball is going to be spotted at the 11-yard line. Right there was out the 16-yard line. There was too many in the backfield before the handoff was made, and by the time the mix-up in the exchange, defensive ends both crashed in and collapsed the pocket for sure. Will Brim comes in for the Leopards, giving a breather to Chief Manuel. Moore gets no. I'm sorry?
I was going to say, we didn't get a time like that. We're going to have to call timeout to get a procedure here.
And the Leopards will have to take a timeout as there were only 2 seconds remaining on the play clock.
You know,
We'll take a break. Oh, I'm sorry, Ron.
I have noticed one thing, Johnny and Michael, that we're signaling the plays in from the sideline this week, and that's a difference from what we were doing last week with Sheridan in running the plays in. Have you noticed that?
That's true. Yeah, and had gone from rotating with the receivers to now signaling them. 1:05 remaining here in the third quarter. Lake Hamilton leading 20-7.
Hanging with my boys, no one to bother us. None of that noise. Lady Luck's on my side, I'm about to take the fellas for a ride. A little bluff here and a few white lies. You do what you got to take home the prize. Suckers.
Looking for a sure thing? Head to McDonald's for one of Arkansas's favorites, the classic double cheeseburger. Get it for only $1 on McDonald's dollar menu.
Malvern set to resume their possession. Second down and 16. Ball spotted on the 16. Low snap covered by Moore back at the 10, and the Leopards are losing ground quickly.
Mike, a bad snap gets down to the feet of Josh Moore. Couldn't pick it up, so he laid down on it and backs him all the way up to the 10-yard, bringing up a long 22 yards for the first down. Got to get up over the 32-yard line of the Malvern Leopards. Definitely passing down, but definitely don't want to get it very close to a pick, so going to have to be a conservative long pass.
Jones, Butler, and Graham, the wideouts for the Leopards as Moore sets up in shotgun, takes a snap, gives. In the backfield is Clegg, and the Leopards, we're going to try to be a little sneaky there and give the Clegg going around the left side, but Lake Hamilton right there for the play.
Mike, we lost another 5 or 6 yards, and big long fourth down. Definitely going to be a punting situation. Josh will have to step back and punt out of his end zone.
The Leopards are going to let the time expire on this third quarter before they punt it away. At the end of 3 quarters, Lake Hamilton leads the Malvern Leopards 20-7. We'll be back after this.
Out of his end zone.
The Leopards are going to let the time expire on this third quarter before they punt it away. At the end of 3 quarters, Lake Hamilton leads the Malvern Leopards 20-7. We'll be back after this.
Malvern National Bank can make your dreams come true with the Home Advantage Equity Line of Credit. This is Tony Warner, and if you're a homeowner, Malvern National Bank can show you the way to live your dreams by using the equity in your home. You can use the Home Advantage Equity Line for anything you want up to your qualifying amount and make one convenient monthly payment. Your low interest could be tax deductible, but check with your tax consultant. Take that long desired vacation, pay tuition, remodel your home, get a new vehicle you choose, and you don't have to come to the bank every time you need money. The Home Advantage Equity Line of Credit from Malvern National Bank, an equal housing lender. Call us today.
As we get this fourth quarter underway, Malvern having to punt from deep in their own territory. The ball spotted at the 4-yard line. Josh Moore is your punter. Good snap. He gets the kick away, but the whistle blows before the play starts. And we've got a flag way down towards the Lake Hamilton end of the field. And we'll wait for the signal from the official. It looks like Lake Hamilton may have too many players on the field. It's kind of what we're hearing from the other side of the box. And Lake Hamilton just now for illegal participation. Still fourth down after the penalty. The ball gives Moore a little bit of breathing room as he's about 3 yards deep in the Malvern end zone. And looks like they're wanting the clock reset back to 12 minutes. The call was legal participation. Lake Hamilton had 12 players on the field.
Okay. And did we decline it? They went from the 4, I guess it's a 5 yard from the
5 yards over the line of scrimmage. Fourth down, 28 for the Leopards. So, and then waiting to find out exactly what's going on, Coach Hart has called the head official over the sideline. Did he throw the red beanbag in?
No, but what we're hearing up here in the press box is that whether it's true or not, by rule, if it's illegal participation, whatever you
participation,
it's an automatic first down. Now, whether that's true or not, that may be what Coach Hart is asking, but he lost that argument if that's the case. And that's not the case.
Moore gets the snap, gets the punt away, and he is in the backfield. Still no flag on the play. Unbelievable as Moore was hammered in the backfield by 2 or 3 Wolves. And Johnny, we saw some of that last week where Moore was hit. Didn't look like the kick was blocked. I guess Josh Moore's going to have to get hurt before somebody stops him from trying to block the kick. But anyway, Lake Hamilton Wolves is on the Malvern Leopard 33-yard line, and they have to stop them now and not let this ball game get any further out of hand than it is. The Leopards have to come up with a huge play on defense. Greenfield back to pass, looking to his right, throwing towards the end zone. Man dead wide open, touchdown Lake Hamilton. As Dustin Lurcher on the receiving end of a 33-yard touchdown pass. And game getting out of the hands, getting away from the Malvern Leopards now, as what was a tight ball game just 4 minutes ago is now turned into a 19-point lead for Lake Hamilton. Mike, that just shows you what turnovers and miscues will do to you and put you in a tough situation in a ball game. Fumble snaps and penalties pushed our offense back and unfortunately allow these Lake Hamilton Wolves. Whoa!
Well, he better hurt one of his own men.
Horrible kick. I don't think they even got the ball down, and the kicker just barely got the kick off. So anyway, the kick's no good. Lake Hamilton leads Malvern 26-7. Malvern comes back on offense when we return.
At Southern State Bank, we know that our success depends on the success of our customers. So we go the extra mile to help you fulfill your dreams. Whether your goal is to build your dream home, provide for your children's college education, or secure retirement income, at Southern State Bank, we want to help make your dreams a reality. So come by Southern State Bank and receive banking in the right direction.
11:41 remaining here in the fourth quarter at Claude Mann Stadium. Lake Hamilton has extended their lead to 26-7. Malvern held the lead at halftime 7-6, but Lake Hamilton has taken advantage of some Malvern miscues and put the Leopards in a hole. The kick is away, and this time it will be fielded by Clegg at the 5-yard line. Looking for a hole. Coming up to line of scrimmage, he's brought down at about the 20, and a flag comes flying in from the side.
Not a good spot for a flag. That's a hold, but
Okay, I won't say anything.
Ron flabbergasted. The penalty is against the Leopards.
Mike, that's it. The problem is it's going to move Malvern inside the 10-yard line, and Malvern's struggling to move the ball since Anthony Witherspoon went down moments ago, just a couple series ago. But 11:35 left on the clock. Plenty of time to come back, but Malvern's going to have somebody big to step up here in the fourth quarter.
Josh Moore returns the quarterback for the Leopards. He'll be joined in the backfield by Delamar and Clegg. Jones and Butler split to the near side. Moore now signaling he's missing a player.
Mike, we got to have somebody. We don't have enough on the line of scrimmage.
The Leopards are going to have to take a timeout, and much as I hate to say it, the Leopards a little bit unraveling.
Yeah, it's what happens. I'm not making excuses, but when something happens like that and takes you out of the train of thought in a ball game, you've got to have the mental toughness to get back into it, and Malvern's going to have to find that mental toughness after that half-hour delay to get back into it.
Moore has a full staff now out on the field. Jones, Butler, and Manuel, the wideouts for Moore. Give off the left side to Clegg. Clegg pushes his way outside the 5. The ball has been spotted on the 4-yard line. He'll be spotted. Well, I said outside the 5. They're going to spot him just inside the 5. 11:19 remaining. Lake Hamilton leading 26-7. The bulk of those points have come recently as Lake Hamilton has taken advantage of some Malvern turnovers. Malvern opening drive of the second half looked very promising. A fumble ended that drive inside the Lake Hamilton 5. Lake Hamilton was able to come back and score. Fumble on the play. Moore has to cover it in the end zone. Actually, he misses it. Looks like it's going to be recovered by another Leopard.
Got a safety.
And that'll be a safety for Lake Hamilton. So the Malvern kicking team will come back out. And Lake Hamilton goes up 26-7. A very promising game for the Malvern Leopards has turned very ugly here in the last 5 minutes. .42 remaining here in the fourth quarter. As we wait for the Malvern special teams unit to come out. Malvern is going to have to punt from their, is it 20-yard line, Mike, or is from their 40? Normally they kick from the 40, but I'm not so sure on the safety where they're able to kick from. So honestly, Johnny, I can't tell you. It's been a long time since we've had a safety on one of the high school games we've covered. And it looks like the referee's walking the ball out around the 25-yard line. Lake Hamilton setting up. Looks like it is going to be the 20. Coming out to kick off is going to be Michael Rogers once again. They're allowed to kick off. You can punt. You can do either, actually. It's the kicking team's choice.
Mike, we're still short a player. I'm going to tell you something.
10 players on the field. Here comes the 11th player, and coming on to the field going to the far side, Malvern Leopards getting set. finally, Michael Rogers gets the okay, gets the kick off. Long line drive over the head of the Lake Hamilton return man, fielded at about the 15-yard line. That is Keck, and Keck is hammered at the 25. Good coverage by the Malvern special teams there.
Taylor Riggins comes down and meets him right on at the 25-yard line.
Taylor was a little late getting out on the field, guys, and I believe he wanted to show the coaches he's willing to get down there and make a play because he flew down there and make that tackle.
Lake Hamilton takes over 1st and 10.
10:33 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Lake Hamilton Wolves 28, Malvern 7, and it's one of those things, character builder right here. Malvern's got to get composure, make a stop on this Lake Hamilton Wolves offense, and keep Lake Hamilton from driving any more in this ball game. Looks like number 5, the quarterback, is still in the game. Josh Greenfield, he's lined up he's the only man in the backfield, a shotgun. He's got 5 wideouts, and he's planning on going downfield, striking downfield once again.
Greenfield out of shotgun. Bad snap, but he reels it in. Being pressured now, throws underneath once again, completed for 35, now across the 45. And that is Dylan Brooks on the reception. We got a flag at the end of the play, and Johnny, I looked down to catch the young man's name and didn't see what caused that infraction.
Got a hold against the Lake Hamilton Wolves. We'll bring him back all the way inside the about the 39-yard line. Still a first down for the Wolves. Lake Hamilton is not giving up or not trying to waste the clock away. They're trying to go downfield, bringing everybody deep.
What did
underneath?
What did the pass go to, guys?
It was complete to number 8, Dylan Brooks.
You didn't get a yard line, though.
45.
Okay.
First down and 10 for Lake Hamilton at their own 39-yard line. Greenfield out of shotgun, being pressured, throws, screen pass to Keck. Keck brought down just shy of midfield, and that's going to be very close to another first down, and based on the spot, that will be.
Michael got another flag. It's probably another hold downfield.
I don't understand why they had to wait till 10:10 of the fourth quarter to see this stuff. What I can't understand.
The referees confirmed midfield, now waved the flag. The flag was an illusion. 10-yard gain on the play is enough for the first down. Again, 5 wideouts for Greenfield. Greenfield looks to his right, looks to his left. He's one down the right side. Taylor Riggins and on the cover. Flag thrown.
Wow, this is getting bad, guys.
And suddenly the flags have gotten very one-sided, whether it's sloppiness on the part of the Leopards or
I mean,
a total change in the rhythm of the game.
The only problem is they've got to call it both ways because, we've had legs tangled up like that with our guys and nothing, so.
Well, pass interference called against the Leopards. Wow. And that is a 15-yard penalty. The penalty will move the ball down to the 35-yard line of the Leopards. 10:02 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Mike, that ball wasn't even catchable, and it was over the guy's head and just a little nudge. Guy was trying to go for it, reach up for it, and he was leaning anyway, and a little acting job on the offensive side, but you got to overcome those issues and stop them.
Greenfield out of shotgun once again. Takes a snap, this time gives to his tailback. And he's going to be brought down at the 30-yard line. That's number 21, Jason Craig, on the carry.
I am a little surprised with 9.5 minutes left with a 21-point lead that there aren't any clean shirts out there on the Lake Hamilton side.
Few numbers I haven't seen tonight, Ron. Granted, a limited few. But Greenfield, your starting quarterback, still in the field, throws the paddle outside.
Wow. Wow. Chris Jones steps right in front of the receiver. Almost took it to payday, but just a little bit behind him before he could come up with it. Would have been a huge play for the Malvern Leopards. It's one of those things I've been telling you about, Mike, that you got to come up with a big play that turn Big Mo against you. Turn it around.
3rd down and 5 now for Lake Hamilton. This time they line up with a full backfield. One receiver split to the far side. Greenfield on the carry. He is stopped near the line of scrimmage and is finally piled up and driven backwards. They'll give him forward progression to about the 30.
Cantrell Johnson on the stop, as well as Chris Jones and Blair Williams coming up and helping along. And for no gainer, brings up 3rd down and 5.
Ron, to go along with your point,
show me
not a lot of new players out there.
Show me a clean shirt out there. Except maybe number 10, he's a wide out.
A little surprised at the spread offense up by 21 with 8 minutes to go. Either way, the Wolves are going to go for it on 4th down here. Greenfield's still the quarterback. One man split left. Face to give. Now Greenfield on the carry, tries the right side. He's got the first down inside the Leopard 20. And finally brought down at the 14-yard line.
Good hard running by the quarterback. Just fakes it inside and takes it himself and bounces it outside. And it's just a heart stopper for the Malvern Leopards, because they're just going to put a big hole in themselves.
You know, doing something like this too also puts this series in jeopardy. You know, and I'll expand on that later.
I don't know. I'd like to play them again. First down and 10 to give Keck up the middle. He is hit quickly on the tackle for Adam Means. Junior for the Leopards on the tackle.
Now before he makes almost 5 yards on the play. And
Bruce Jones coming out of the game for Malvern.
Bruce Huell coming in, taking his place.
Give off the left side for Lake Hamilton.
Touchdown.
And the Lake Hamilton Wolves extend their lead to 34-7. And
number 32.
That is Cole Lorigan, another one of the starters for Lake Hamilton.
Just seems like every time it got tough with us, it just kept going the wrong way. So
momentum definitely changed early in the second half of play as Malvern held their own early. The kick is up, and it is good. 35-7 now. Lake Hamilton leading the Malvern Leopards. 7:45 remaining in the game. We'll be back after this.
Do you need help finding a commercial real estate location? McClure Real Estate maintains an extensive listing of commercial property for sale or for lease. Whether you need something large or something small in Malvern or anywhere in our area, McClure Real Estate has a property to fit your needs. Give us a call at 332-2777 or come by our offices at 226 Olive. That's McClure Real Estate, serving Hot Spring County since 1952.
Return to Claude Mann Stadium, 7:45 remaining in the game. 35-7, Lake Hamilton leading the Malvern Leopards. And the Wolves getting set to kick off. Clegg deep for the Leopards.
Seems like they've done a lot of kicking off in this last half, haven't
they? The second half momentum definitely turned around early when Lake Hamilton was able to stop Malvern on their opening possession deep in their own territory. The kick is fielded by Clegg at the 6. Actually, he muffed it, picked up by Cantrell Johnson, and Johnson is going to be stopped at about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, Mike, bounced off the shoulder pads. Again, you got to catch it with your hands, and Cantrell Johnson scoops it up and gets it over the 17. But Malvern just got to make some momentum, get something positive here, make a first down. You know, you got to get back to the basics again. 1, 2, 3. And get a first down and just take little bitty strides. Don't go backwards. Don't have false starts and start from scratch again. So
Ron, looks like several white shirts out there now. There we go. As Josh Moore steps up under center. I formation for the Leopards. Turns, pitches. The give is to Clegg, and Clegg's got some running room, or actually not much running room, kind of makes his own and gets out to about the 25.
You know, but to follow up on that, when the Leopards were rolling, the Leopards always got 35 points before they call the dogs off, so to speak, or whatever. So we'll see what happens in the next offensive series, but he's definitely got some clean shirts out there now.
Seth Roberts comes split to the near side for the Leopards. Josh Moore under center. Give up the middle to the fullback. Johnny didn't catch his number. I assume it's Delamar. It's Daniel Delamar. Not much running room there. It's got a personal foul.
Another hanky on the field, guys.
We'll await the signal from the referees.
Josh Moore signaled it was a face mask. Personal foul against Malvern.
That's unsportsmanlike conduct against the Leopards.
I saw a Leopard push another Lake Hamilton Wolf, so tempers are starting to flare late in the ball game.
Frustration is justified, the penalties are not. So what would have been third down and about 4 for the Leopards turns into third down and about, 16, Johnny?
Yeah, about 16 yards, and still I got to get over the 28-yard line for a first, and got to go downfield with a pass or get a good running play. So
Cantrell Johnson comes into the game for the Leopards. Coming off the field is Daniel Delamar. Twins left, split right. Josh Moore, your quarterback. Turns, pitches to Clegg, looking for the running room, tries to cut back to the inside. Doesn't find much there, gets to about the 16. Gain of 1 on the play, it'll be 4th down. Clock continues to roll now at about 6 minutes and 20 seconds. And the punting unit coming onto the field for the Leopards. If the momentum did not change with that stop drive at the first part of the second half, it certainly changed when the Leopards lost their starting quarterback.
Yeah. That's one of those things that with the young teams struggling against a larger class team, that was a tough break.
Now I said starting quarterback. Actually, Moore started for the Leopards. Witherspoon came in and got the team moving. Punt is away, and it will be downed at the Leopard 37-yard line, and that's where Lake Hamilton takes over 1st and 10.
Yeah, the Leopards just have to maintain their composure. Even though the score is out of hand now, they've got to get back on track mentally and get focused, regardless of what the score is. They've got to dominate these younger guys coming in here, or they've got to compete on a level that can, work to get better at this. They can't just regress every time they have adversity against them.
Now in a quarterback for Lake Hamilton is number 14, Josh Whitney. Whitney turns, fakes a give to his tailback, keeps it himself, and gets down to about the 34-yard line. Gain of 3 play. Another flag on the play. And it looks like this one's going to go against the Leopards as well. Coming out of the game is Blair Williams. And the referees are conferring with Leopard head coach Eric Hart. This penalty is going to move the ball much further inside Leopard territory. 5:29 remaining here in the game. Unsportsmanlike penalty is the call against the Leopards. Penalty moves the ball to just inside the 20-yard line. They'll call it the 19.
Dead ball fouls just kill any momentum for an offense or a defense, and as a team, and just putting yourself in a bad situation.
And again, quarterback on, the keeper for Lake Hamilton, Josh Whitney, gets down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be second down now and about a yard.
Malvern has lost focus completely now late in this ball game, even though we got 5 ticks left on the clock. Second team offense is knocking on the door to score here against the Leopards.
Again, Whitney on the carry, hit, breaks 2 tackles, nearly breaks the third, gets inside the 5, and they will spot him at the 1.
Josh Moore makes a touchdown-saving tackle, not before the quarterback gets down inside the 2-yard line.
Yeah, well, we have to remember, too, this backup quarterback and these second stringers against Lake Hamilton, they want to show that coach that they deserve to be on that first 11, so they're out there giving all they've got. So, we know we need to buck up here.
Whitney steps back under center, turns, gives to his fullback, and he still fighting towards the end zone and finally gets in. That was number 44, Shane Cardenas, on the carry. And Lake Hamilton extends their lead to 41-7. Folks, it's hard to believe this was a 7-6 ball game when we came out of halftime.
Yeah, it seemed like everything that could go wrong for the Leopards in the second half has gone wrong. Everything you can imagine that could think, and then some things you couldn't think of. So
back on to kick for Lake Hamilton is Jordan Gay, and the extra points have been an adventure to say the least. And once again, oh, no, I thought he yanked it to the right, but this one did get through. 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Lake Hamilton well in control, 42-7.
Teeter Chevrolet, your one stop for all your truck, car, and SUV needs. New and pre-owned, we have them. At Teeter Chevrolet, our service is second to none. And our body shop is the best around. The deals are always sweeter at Teeter.
Seconds remaining here at Claude Mann Stadium. Lake Hamilton has extended their lead once again. It's 42-7. A tale of 2 halves for these Malvern Leopards. Led 7-6 going in at halftime, but have been unable to stop this Lake Hamilton offense here in the second half. Gay, well, I'm not sure it's actually the same kicker. Yeah, he's number 30. Yeah. Okay. Gay getting set to kick off for Lake Hamilton once again, but actually now it is Delamar deep for the Leopard. Cantrell Johnson. I saw the 4, couldn't see the 1. The kick is away and fielded at the 7-yard line. Out across the 20 is Briston Bradley. First opportunity we've had to call this young man's name tonight. Good 14-yard return. Mike, the mercy rule goes in effect after 35 points, and that's exactly what we've got, so the clock will continuously run unless the Leopards score. Cantrell Johnson lines up at fullback. Josh Moore still under center for the Leopards. I formation, fumbled snap. Moore reaches, tries to grab it, and it looks like Lake Hamilton may have it. and they do. So Murphy's Law well in effect here at Claude Mann. And the defense comes back out for another series. Several new players on the defensive side for the Leopards as well. And Lake Hamilton will get another shot at this Malvern end zone. 3:27 to go here in the game. And we've had a penalty before.
I think Malvern got too many on the field. No, delay a game.
Delay a game, and it looks like Lake Hamilton was waiting for another play. It finally got out on the field, but it was a little bit too late. Malvern getting some of their younger players into the game as well. Give to the tailback, and it's number 83, Josh Hill, a sophomore for the Wolves.
Mike number 33, Albert Bragg, comes up, 10th grader, making a good stop. Also 69 coming off the pile, Eric Henson, another 10th grader coming in and making a good stop. So a loss of about 4 yards, a gain of about 1 yard on the play.
Second down, 14. Lake Hamilton on the Malvern 28-yard line. 3 men in the backfield. They give to one of the tailbacks, and he scampers his way.
Mike, there's not enough men on the line of scrimmage. It looks like one of the, we got another flag.
That was Cody Harvey on the carry. We'll wait and see. What the flags entail. Flags on both sides of the field.
I know that the guard was not, for the Lake Hamilton Wolves was not on the line of scrimmage. There's another flag to the Lake Hamilton sidelines, and could be offsetting penalties if the one along the sidelines is against the Malvern Leopards.
And would you repeat that, please?
Well, it's right now. To be honest, the referees aren't quite sure. They've called a timeout as well,
but I don't know why they just don't go ahead. Okay, I guess the referees can stop the clock on it. But minute and 14 seconds left. Leopards down 7-42. And it ugly. Don't know what you think. Say one thing you can say about this second half. It's been ugly.
Lake Hamilton reels off 35. Actually. 41 unanswered, Ron.
Now they can leave somebody out.
7-0.
Yeah. Well, I guess it wasn't offsetting because they're marking it off against the Leopards.
Penalty moves the ball to the 18-yard line of the Leopards. And the referees start the clock back in motion. Nearing 1 minute to play. And Lake Hamilton in no hurry to come back to the line of scrimmage. Inside a minute now. Give off the left side, tackle made. Loss on the play.
Chris Carter shooting the gap and getting in there in the backfield, making a stop back near the 25-yard line. 41 seconds and ticking. Looks like to me this might be the last play. Nope, there'll be another play beside this one.
Stepping back under center is Whitney. And some confusion in the backfield.
Yeah.
give up the middle. Not much running room there, if any at all. And that should do it as we hit the 10-second mark. The Malvern players start walking off field, as do the Wolves. And that will be the end of the ball game. Your final score here at Claude Mann Stadium. Lake Hamilton 42, Malvern 7.